Before the melody, there was a moment, and that moment is the song. Welcome to Behind the Song, the conversation that gives you one story about one moment in one song. Not a life story, not an album thesis, just one moment that changed how this song exists. Today we talk with rapper Selah the Corner about how his family dynamic became the story of his song Debt Collection from his album Memoirs of a Perfect World. First, Selah, thank you so much for joining us here on Behind the Song. Man, listen, this song has been on repeat for the last week. What's the one moment this song came from?
I think if I had to pinpoint it to one moment, it was the day my father was ordained as a pastor. The weight of everything kind of crashed on me that day. And after it was over, I looked at the people in the congregation and I realized that, I got a bunch of parents now. So, everything kind of just changed from that moment.
Wow. Love that. So Selah put pen to paper and turned some of his life's rawest moments into authentic and transparent bars. The lyrics in Debt Collection not only show depth, but present real transparency. Let's unpack this lyric.
Kid, never alone, cause pop's at home, but everybody always calling on your pops at home, to the point that you ain't feeling like your pops at home. Imagine that, everybody gunning for your category. Nobody care about infringing on your territory.
Speak on this lyric, bro, because this lyric is so deep. It really moved me, and I really wanted to get an idea of where you were when you even wrote it.
I was in a moment of healing, actually. I didn't speak to my father about how I felt about that situation until I was a grown man, until I was actually like really, really grown in my mid-20s. And we finally sat down as men and spoke about it. And I was able to write. Just specifically about that line, I remember being a kid. I remember being a kid and wanting a Bible story because my dad used to always read me Bible stories. And one night he was just wrapped up in something, and I snuck out of bed and I went to go see where he was at. And he was on the phone comforting one of our members who had just lost their mother, and it just gave me perspective at a really young age. I learned about just the hierarchy of things and the severity of events really early. And I think from that moment, I started to put myself second in my own mind so that I wouldn't infringe upon the ministry itself. And I feel like at that young age, it was admirable, but over time, it just turned into anger and turned into, something different, something bitter at points. And that kind of was a domino effect to a lot of the negativity that I participated in as a youth. I was just really angry at the church.
Wow. Man, I have quite a number of friends that are pastors' kids, PKs, and their stories of growing up quite similar to what you shared in that lyric. And I know that you connected this song to Mark 10:45. I wanted to actually read it from the English Standard Version. And it says, "For even the Son of Man came not to be served, but to serve and to give his life as a ransom for many." Tell me, how does this scripture speak to this song specifically for you?
From a young age, I understood, Jesus being the top of the mountain. If he didn't think it was beneath him to go through certain things, being the Son of God, I shouldn't complain about it. You know what I'm saying? He's the Son of God serving. He's the Son of God putting himself second for the betterment of our species. Who am I to say I don't deserve this, or why is this happening to me? You know what I'm saying? And I started to understand the value of pressure and difficulty and discomfort and growth from those young points. You know what I'm saying? I started to find joy in challenges like that. You know what I'm saying? Suppressing, these urges to feel like I was the main character. You know what I'm saying? And that's what being a PK will teach you. If you're focused enough, you know what I'm saying? You'll see the benefit in putting yourself second and reminding yourself that it's not about you. Because there's power in submitting first place. Like there's a lot of power in it, you know. But yeah, that's why I kept that scripture on my hip, just to remind me, like, if Christ went through it, who are you to not go through it? You should be happy you're going through it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I like that, man. I like that. Well, listen, next week, some songs arrive fully formed, in a dream, in a prayer, in the booth. What do we do when inspiration outpaces intention? I talked with the homie and Rochester's own D Will on episode 2, When the Song Writes You. Want to go even deeper with Behind the Song? Hit that subscribe button and check us out on a high note for the full annotated experience. I'll see you next Tuesday.